to the mall. It's never a bore. Going to the mall. It's what I'm here for. Going to the mall. It's on. We're going to the mall. Come on, grab your ball. Going to the mall. Rachel's going to the liquor store. She doesn't have a problem. At least that's what she tells us girls. I'm really worried about Rachel. She's always drinking while she drives. We've seen her go to the mall, but she always parks inside. I really think that Rachel has a problem here. We even seen her drink whiskey while she's drinking a beer. Well, I'm going to the mall, but tonight join me and the girls. I'm going to the mall. All right. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Church of Debra. Good to see everybody that's here. So far we have 16 girls and 7 likes. 7 is 7 lower than if the alligator eats the bigger number, it's less than, more than. 7 likes is less or more than 16. Hey everybody. Alright y'all, just nice to see you girls. Thanks for liking the video everybody. Well, first and foremost, let me give a little shout out. Let's see who was here. The first person here, it shows me, is Fat in Hollywood, even though Fat in Hollywood said second. Dorothy is beautiful. Rachel comes in and says, I'm still first, but they kicked me off. Okay, Rachel was first. Anime. Catico Lou, hello honey. We've got Fardy, hello honey. Maddie, we've got Carter, we've got Impeccable, we've got Sunny Smiles, we have Impeccable, Anime, Tyler in the house. All right, good to see you. Sherry G in the house, Donnie in the house, Rachel in the house, so many girls in the house, Ron in the house. Lots of girls in the house. Hello everybody. You're on hold with Walmart. Oh my God. Lord, what happened, Sherry, honey? I hope you're okay. Nothing horrible. All right, y'all. First and foremost, I do want to start off the show with something that struck me really. I woke up yesterday early, and I was so upset when I seen this. But Kathy Griffin has announced that she has lung cancer. I'm sure you've heard it other places, even though she's never smoked. But she is a comedian, so you know the comedians that go into those smoky nightclubs, especially back in the day. And which she is in her 60s. I had no idea Kathy Griffin was in her 60s. She revealed in a tweet Monday that she's having part of her left lung removed. So I just gotta say, I just feel so bad for Kathy. And you know, I love Joan Rivers, and Kathy Griffin has always been my second favorite comedian to Joan Rivers. And y'all, oh my God, we just cannot lose Kathy Griffin, you know. And I know I'm just trying to push out the door already by, you know, saying it like that. But it's just so scary with cancer because you just never know. But I just wish all of the wonderful energy, you know, juice in the universe all over her. And yeah, just, you know, and she's had such a rough couple of years with the Trump stuff. And, you know, I wish her nothing but the best, honey. And I'm ready to see you live again, honey. Literally. Okay? Literally. Wrong button, honey. Wrong button, honey. All right, next topic. You know, I have to have these topics because I start out with my topics and we get into the videos. Madonna is 3 years older than Kathy Griffin and looks a mess. I love Madonna. Madonna will always be my number one. But honey, Madonna, it's okay to have a wrinkle. I mean, I don't understand what is going on. Madonna looks like literally she was picked up at Area 51. I mean, I don't know what is going on. Madonna, please stop. Just stop. Whatever. I don't know if it's cheek implants. I just never thought we would be here. I really didn't. You know, they used to talk about Madonna looking, quote, old back in the day. Madonna has always looked good, you know. Just stop this. I can't handle this no more. And, you know, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, obviously. Do whatever makes you happy, Madonna. But I just never thought we'd be here. I always thought Madonna has always broken boundaries. And I always thought she would be someone that was not going to put up with the BS of the aging in Hollywood. You know, I just didn't think we'd ever get here with Madonna. And, you know, and it's fine. If you want to look good and do some things, do it, honey. Look at her there kissing Britney. Back then, they used to say Madonna was old and made fun of her arms because she had muscles. I mean, she looked good. She looked good. But this is just too much. Madonna, you don't need to lick the floor to prove. Yeah, I just don't know what is going on. I would play the video, but I'm just not going to. You know, it's just, she's okay. So she is like dancing to, I guess, her boyfriend's song. She Need a Taste. And then the thing is, you know, Madonna has always had trophy men in her life. You know, with her dating younger men, I don't, you know, do you, boo? Because men get away with it all the time. I mean, Lord have mercy, you know. It's just, you know, look at Woody Allen. I mean, I'm sorry. I love Madonna, but it seems like he's taken advantage of her, and we've never seen this situation with Madonna. Why are you dancing to his song in his music video, honey? No, honey, you do your music video. You have him as the trophy in your music video. I just don't understand. I've just never seen her like this before, and it's just, I don't know. I don't even know, y'all. Lord, Heavenly Father, you know, come on, get it together. I don't know, because Cher is so much older than Madonna, and Cher she's not doing all this, so there's just no point. All right, and then also the other thing that was really popping this week is Matt Damon, the wonderful actor, Matt Damon, revealed that his daughter inspired him to stop using the F slur. Okay, now for you girls that don't know, it's the FAG, right? And some parts, if you've ever been to Boston, I've been to Boston. I used to vacation in Boston. I must admit, they drop that word all the time. Okay, now that is true. And I think he's from Boston. I'm not giving him any excuses, but the word is used. I'm not going to act like the word's not used just because it's not appropriate to use the word, obviously. But that word is used a lot, it is, and that's true. But how stupid do you have to be to go on front of national television or interviews and all this crap for him to say that he just stopped using it because his daughter told him that it was a homophobic slur? Like, honey, what? Are we in the Twilight Zone? I read this and I thought this was an Onion article. I really did when I first heard about this. I really thought it was an Onion article. Yeah, in the UK, it means cigarettes. So, like, but, y'all, baby, stop. I don't even know. The only thing I can guess is he was trying to get out of the spotlight about his new film with that girl that they thought in where was it, France, that she killed the girl and the guy, but she didn't really. I know he's doing some kind of film for that. I don't know, maybe he was trying to get ahead of that. That was one way to pull the news cycle off of that. I don't know if he's like trying to act like he's super woke now. He insists he never personally called anybody the F-slur. I mean, wasn't he Liberace's lover in one of these movies or something? I don't know, y'all. It's just too much for me. I mean, I don't know. It's just so stupid, and it doesn't even make any sense that he just had to sit down with his daughter. Like, he's not. Matt Damon goes to 80% at least, I'm sure. I could understand maybe he was like a 5%er, but I just can't. I just thought that was ridiculous. I mean, these were some more photos. Now, she looks good there. She actually does look really good there. She looks nice there. Madonna, you look pretty nice, but these weird angles. She looks like she's like, what a weird perspective. Is she like Alice in Wonderland? She looks like she's maybe like 2 feet tall. Grill. And then when it was Madonna, now Madonna eats processed meat. This is what I'm saying. Madonna is just, I don't know. She would never eat no grilled meat back in the day, honey. Never. All right, we're going to take a look at this computer for women. That's her MySpace pic, Ryan says. Good for her. We're going to take a look at this. It's a computer for women. Medi sent this in, so we're going to take a look at this.
Now, a computer for women. How did the idea come about?
I had the idea in a dream originally, and then the next night I dreamt about it again.
I have a lot of questions. She had a dream. Okay. Good for you. She had a dream about a computer. Why does she have what is it called? A stethoscope around. Why does she got a doctor's thing around her? What? A stethoscope? Is that what it's called? Oh, it's a brooch. I thought that was a stethoscope. I didn't favor the Percocet. She kind of favors if Elon Musk decided to, do drag and get a lot of work done, doesn't she? She's got like an Elon look going on.
And that became the Petticoat 5?
Yes, the Petticoat 5. It's a computer made by women for women.
So, let's take a...
Still made in a sweatshop, though. They're just little women.
Look at it. Now, the first thing you notice is the shape of the keys.
That's right. They're designed to make it easier to type with long nails.
Oh, that is a good idea. And what is this?
Well, that's a place to put your ring.
I was about to say, if she said she had to sit on that, I was about to fall out. I really was.
And on the side here, we have a...
Aerodynamics is just forcing the air around your fist, honey, and going on that lady's face.
And over here is a vanity mirror which pops up when you press this button. And the space bar is an emery board.
So I suppose you could fix your makeup while you work?
Well, yes,
fix your makeup? This is beyond sexist. The only reason women are she's trying to design something for her that, oh, it is fake. I knew it had to be fake. Pricey says this is fake. It's from a comedy show here. I knew it had to be. Because I was going to say, there's no way. Though the sad thing is, I believe that could really happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, it was a whole nother world for women. I mean, not to say it's anything. It's just like, God, this is so white. This is, I feel this. I can feel like whiteness dripping off of this. Y'all know what I'm saying? It just feels so white. Honey, no. Wendy's fries always, no, honey. The sad thing is these people probably did get paid way better than Wendy's workers, and that's a fact. And this is going to be Brittany after the conservatorship. They got paid in fries, Ryan says. Fry school. Could you imagine telling somebody, well, I'd love to meet you tomorrow, Cindy, but I've got fry school tomorrow. Oh, yeah, like working at Wendy's, you could afford that vehicle. So something tells me that girl's fry is loose, if you know what I'm talking about. Maddie says I have my fry final exam tomorrow. The sad thing is the suits, you know, the Wall Street wanted this video because this is before YouTube was like a viral thing. So, you know, this was on E-Bombs World back in the day. This was just an internal video that they made those people watch. I just couldn't imagine. I could not imagine. All right, this is Cedar Point employee training video. Join in the fun. Be alert for safety. Let's check out this one. Okay, I'm looking this thing. Okay, I'll probably have to mute it because the audio right here, so we'll skip ahead a little bit.
Everybody, join in the fun. Everybody. Exciting rides, water slides, delicious food, live entertainment, and challenging games.
Oh, look at that.
And attractions
early capitalism, y'all. I call this early capitalism, but you know we're in late stage capitalism. Sorry, girls, it's truth.
Destinations for family vacations
more.
leisure time activities. Each year, millions of people come to places such as...
You know, one thing I'll say is going to I don't really care for water parks, but if I have to go to a water park, I like going to the one in the Disney because they don't use chlorine. They use that other stuff that has that weird smell, but I love the way it smells. Oh, I love that smell.
And around the world.
It's like poppers to me,
expecting to relax and have a good time. A safe time. That's where you come in. An important part of your job is to help assure the personal safety of each of our guests.
So now they're emboldened. Is that the right word, emboldened? They are selected for the task of protecting people coming to the parks, right? So you want to make sure you pay them minimum wage, right? Makes sense, right, girls? Yes, impeccable bromine or bromine. Is it bromine or bromine? I don't know, but it smells so good.
As well as yourselves and your fellow employees. Remember this important fact. Happy people doing pleasant things are not
my God.
thinking about their personal safety.
What is that on his face? What is that? Is that dog shiz? Bromide?
As funny as this incident
Did
may
he
appear,
poop himself? Because I heard if you held your poop long enough, and if you can't get it out of the bottom, it'll come up through the top.
this situation could have led to a serious injury. Remember, an accident is an incident that shouldn't have happened.
That's true.
That's why we believe that accident prevention must be the #1 goal on our
Amen to
minds
that.
at all times. During the course of this safety overview orientation, be aware that even though the rides and water attractions have been filmed at
So let me stop you right here. We're here for the accidents, okay? Like, you know, I'm just saying.
different facilities, the safety principle
So get to
jumping
it.
on or off a moving ride, sitting on rails or fencing, failure to keep hands or
Oh my God, look at that guy with that mustache. You know what? He looks like a total creeper. Let's just be honest.
inside the ride, overcrowding of seats or other areas,
Oh, come on. You're not clowns.
removing safety belts or
These
straps,
people, oh my God. Oh, he's kind of cute.
food or drink at rides,
You can still eat that.
forcing
Ew.
a frightened
Someone's
guest
got a
to
foot
ride.
fetish. It's very handsy. Is that young Chris Cuomo maybe?
Intoxication or drug use,
I I mean, if you're going to go to the park and you're trying to act like, you're not over here drinking alcohol, maybe don't use such a big beer bottle. I mean, look at that.
Intoxication or drug use.
Excuse me, sir. You can't come in here with that alcohol.
And improper dress.
Oh, my God. I didn't know what he was doing. Wait a minute, sir. Sir, you cannot do that here. Sir, put that away.
Improper dress.
You know they filmed that. You know what they were trying to do.
The goal, of course, is to have no Elwoods.
No Elwoods.
It's your responsibility to always be alert for and attempt to prevent or correct these actions. A courteous verbal reminder may be all that's needed.
Okay.
In addition to
show
general
us
safety,
Okay, show us that.
all safety features must be thoroughly checked. All required safety equipment and signs must be in place. All equipment
Oh my God, her hair. That hair's flammable.
must be test run in all modes of operation.
But I was guilty of that hair too back in the day. I must admit.
Before anyone, even an employee,
You could douche with that hair. It'd really clean you
is
out.
permitted to ride. To assure the safety of our
I mean, she could supply a Kotex factory for at least a year.
guests,
Oh, he's kind of cute.
the smallest malfunction
Look at all those tools he's got. He could work on me.
must be investigated and corrected by qualified personnel before
Oh, yeah,
operation
right there. And then she's just going to go over there and squat over
may
it.
continue. It's extremely important to watch small children carefully
Okay.
because these little people do not see the need for caution.
Now, everybody that's watching this, he's talking to everybody but you. Okay? Woody Allen. Okay?
Before starting your ride, all attendants must check all safety belts, lap chains, and safety bars. Never rely on
I mean, the good thing is, well, I don't know if you'd consider this a good thing, but if only little Casey Anthony, she would have brought little Kaylee there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe don't put the seatbelt on. She would have never had any of these court problems. You know what I'm saying?
any adult
None.
or guardian attending children.
Things could have been so different for her.
You make the check. After you've checked all the seats and before starting your ride, look one more time to make sure no one has moved out of their seat. Operators on children's rides must be very alert at all times.
Yeah, and you want to make sure you're paying them just minimum wage. So they're very alert, working for pennies, okay? Somebody in the chat, look up what the minimum wage was in 1988. I think this is 1988, okay?
When working on larger rides or water slides with other operators or attendants, you should use the appropriate hand signals to indicate when the final safety check has been made. Many rides
Okay, I thought that said for your
in
prostitution.
attract
$3.75. Minimum wage was $3.75 in 1988. Okay, learn from this.
attractions have a height limit for the protection and safety of our guests. So many children think tall,
54 inches tall, Tom Cruise could not ride. Sorry.
but this doesn't make them big enough to
Vince
participate.
says
Let's see
350.
how an
Joel
alert
says
operator handles a
335.
guest who is too short to ride.
Hi there, how are you? Just a minute here, let me check his size.
I mean, do you really need to do that? You can look at him and tell that he is smaller than that. You need to at least one Melissa McCarthy or two Danny DeVitos to get on this ride.
It's not quite tall enough for this ride. There are some smaller rides over in Kittyland that would be perfect.
That's okay. He can ride. I'll take full responsibility.
I'm sorry, ma'am, we can't change
Ah,
the rules. You need
she's
to be at
full of
least 54
Karen.
inches to ride this ride.
When interacting with
Oh, no, it wouldn't end there. It would not end there, and you know it would not.
Over in Kittyland, it would be perfect.
That's okay. He can ride. I'll take full.
This is my husband. I'm not taking him to Kittyland. Oh, my God.
responsibility.
I'm sorry, ma'am, we can't change the rules. You need to be at least 54 inches to ride this ride.
But I'm Mormon.
When interacting with a guest, you should instruct in a calm, sympathetic, but firm tone, using concern and courtesy. Remember, our guests are here to have fun, and they're not thinking about their personal safety.
Oh, I'm sorry. This looks like a lineup to a Florida prison. Some of these people do not look trustworthy.
Our guests are here to have
Wait a
fun.
minute now. Come on. Ding, ding, ding. Red alert. Bump him out.
Thinking about the
No, watch list. Someone's on a watch list.
personal safety.
Okay. No, bump him out. Oh my God, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, I love you, honey. I love you.
Where a required height is mandatory. Tears,
This is so offensive.
bribery,
If he unzips his pants, I'm calling Peter.
and threats must be ignored.
Threats. He's gonna
If
pull
you
out a
have
gun.
trouble
Oh, yeah,
convincing
hit
a
him.
guest,
Hit
call
him.
your supervisor immediately. One group of guests
Oh, hell no. You pricey pranks, you ain't wrong here. If you think I'm getting on a fairground ride, you have lost your damn mind. Baby, any rides I'm getting on, if it ain't a man... Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Let me rephrase that. If this ain't a multi-billion-dollar company on the stock market, I'm not riding. We talking Disney and Six Flags. Okay? Rest of them, bye, Felicia, because I ain't getting on. If I can't sue for at least $1 billion, I ain't getting on. And that goes for you, Tom Cruise.
that require special care and consideration are the handicapped. Where possible, take great pride in accommodating these very special guests.
Yeah. Is he throwing shade at the handicap? Wait a minute now. I feel like that was a little shade.
To help ensure their comfort and safety. Access to rides and attractions for wheelchair guests will be discussed in your on-site training.
Within reason. Okay, come on now.
You should remember these important points when dealing with handicapped guests.
Oh, God, I can only imagine how inappropriate this could be since it's 1988.
1. Except for obvious courtesy, you should not assist in moving handicapped guests because each medical situation varies. You haven't been trained as to the proper lifting and carrying for every handicap. 2. Some guests may not have the strength to participate alone and should be attended by at least
Carol Jean says we aren't comfortable recording the wheelchair
one
conversation.
responsible person who is familiar with their limitations.
Okay. So far, I gotta admit, okay, they're doing pretty good.
And so, if the ride is not suited for them, they should not be allowed to participate.
Like, obviously, if someone's in a wheelchair, they can't go on roller coaster Death Mountain. Okay, like, common sense, you know what I'm saying?
And 3, follow specific procedures as outlined by your instruction manual or supervisor.
Okay.
Signs may inform guests as to the kind of ride they can expect to experience. It's part
Oh, she does not need to be getting no ride. She just couldn't get a ride to the Planned Parenthood. That's all that is, honey. We've all been there. You know, well, I could try getting on the local roller coaster, see if that takes care of it.
of your job to help guests make an educated decision as to whether they should or should not participate at a certain attraction.
She wanted to get on the Toss-a-Twirl, and I thought it was a little bit suspicious when she didn't want to wear any underwear and she just wore a dress and she had put, some grease around that area trying to get that baby out.
Remember,
I knew
it's
then.
your responsibility to enforce all safety policies and help
She's
guests
trying to make a
understand them.
scrambled egg right
As
now.
employees, you have some other responsibilities
Hey,
as
Lord.
well. First, dress neatly. Guests will relate your personal appearance
Exactly. They don't pay you enough to save
with
lives.
safety and your authority.
Do better. No,
All
ma'am.
will
You are
relate
going to be single the rest of your life if you dress like that. That is true.
personal appearance
Who is good? You go to work to trying to pick somebody up,
with
honey.
safety and your authority. Always look your best.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm telling no, honey. I don't even think you could get a Duggar dress like that. I'm just being honest.
Which employee do you think our guests will respect?
Oh,
and
wait a
regard
minute,
readily?
baby. Maybe look into a Victoria's Secret bra, okay? I'm just being honest
Know
with
the
you.
layout and location of all attractions and facilities.
Could you tell me where the closest restrooms are?
Could you not get in my face like that, you dirty bee? Okay? Like, are you trying to make out with her? Give me a backup, okay, Rosie?
Of all attractions and facilities.
you tell me where the closest restrooms are? Sure. Just walk down to the end of these buildings and...
That is a bad touch. Look how she grabs her arm. She's basically walking into her giant saying, I'm going to live here from now on.
Could you tell me where the closest restrooms are? Sure. Just walk down to the end of these buildings and...
Can you show me how to pay? If you don't mind. That's not lesbian at all. Come on.
turn to your right. Oh, thanks. You're welcome.
Oh, whatever.
Be sure to read and study all manuals and handbooks and review procedures and policies frequently. Never operate equipment unless you've received complete training and authorization. Take all training seriously. Ask questions about anything you don't understand.
Obviously, right? I mean, one would hope.
And always operate your ride or equipment exactly as you were trained. It's very important.
This is where we put the dolphin. And this is where it launches it.
That you allow no one else
into the Starkist cans.
to operate your equipment who has not been thoroughly trained and authorized. Remember, I'm
not trying to be rude, but that lady looked like she moonlight at the Home Depot. Okay, I'm just being honest.
Depending on you for the safety of our guests and fellow employees.
Oh my God, is that Clay?
Be alert and attentive at all times.
What
Never divert your attention from your job
what is
or be
that?
distracted
That is the stupidest ride I've ever seen.
by friends who may
This is Cedar Point Park, Vince.
try to get your attention during work hours.
Hey, Jim, what are you and Sue doing tonight? I can't talk to you right now. You'll have to catch me on my break. Stay seated, please.
Stay alert.
Is that Elon?
Be aware of the proper action to take in case of an incident.
Hold on, y'all. I got an idea. Hold on, y'all. Let's make them go really fast for a second, okay?
Or be distracted by friends who may try to get your attention during work hours.
Hey, Jim, what are you and Sue doing tonight?
Faster!
Right now. You'll have to catch me on my break. Stay seated, please.
Stay alert during work hours.
Faster!
I can't talk to you right now. You'll have to catch me on my break. Stay seated, please.
Faster! Spin those
Be
children.
alert and attentive at all times. Never
Spin
divert your
them.
attention from your job or be distracted by friends who may try to get your attention during work hours.
Hey, Jim, what are you and Sue doing tonight? I can't talk to you right now. You'll have to catch me on my break. Stay seated, please.
Stay alert.
Oh, Cedar Point is the best of the best for roller coasters. I didn't know
Be
that.
aware of the proper action to take in case of an incident.
You shoot them, right? That's what the Republicans say. The Republicans say the guns fix all the problems.
Know the procedure for stopping and quick evacuation of your attraction.
Why did he grab her and launch her in the air and then throw her down? This isn't a Cher concert, okay? Like honey, obviously this is like a guy actor that is like theatrical dance. Like, listen, honey, you finally got you something that's going on film. Don't make it theatrical, okay? Like, this is a queen right here. Look how it throws in there like Cher.
Operating your equipment demands your complete attention.
That's true.
Remember, a well-trained employee can often spot potential safety problems before they occur.
Especially when you're paying a minimum wage. Bye, Rachel.
There's more to your job than just safety. Relating to guests who are unhappy or injured must be done in a manner that will reduce tension. Let's take a look at a wrong way and a right way to handle a delicate situation.
Okay.
That was pretty stupid, lady.
Wait, is that Taylor Swift on her shirt? Is that T Swift?
To handle a delicate
Hello,
situation.
Chloe. Hello, Gina. That is T Swift, y'all. Oh my God. Inception.
That was pretty stupid, lady. This wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have tried to get off the ride while it was still moving.
Well, nobody told me. There weren't any signs.
Signs? You don't need signs. You need common sense.
Yeah, that's how you handle that. Kicker.
Common sense.
Yeah, common sense. Why would you get off when it's still spinning?
Are you all right, ma'am? Can you walk? Oh, that's all right. I think I just sprained my ankle.
Here, let me help you over to that bench. I'll call someone from first aid to come over and help.
Thank you.
Remember,
Well, if she dropped her wallet, I'd pick her wallet out. Take it as a finder
when
fee.
relating to guests in any situation, what you say and how you say it can matter a lot in reducing tension and keeping guests happy.
That's right.
In addition to our guests, you have the responsibility to safeguard yourselves against possible dangers and health hazards.
Or bad touches.
Some general guidelines to follow are: follow all instructions given during your orientation and on-site training.
Amen.
Make safety suggestions to your supervisor.
Unless they hurt the bottom line for the stock people, okay?
To reduce the chance of heat stroke or exhaustion, make sure you eat properly. Drink plenty of water. Never operate equipment without receiving the proper training and authorization from your supervisor. Unless directly involved, stay away from construction sites. When you are working around construction projects or when the situation warrants, be sure to use proper safety equipment, such as safety glasses, gloves, a hard hat, or ear protection.
But not masks, because Ron DeSantis banned those.
When working with chemicals or cleaning solvents,
make sure to drink them and use a straw. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, we got a spin here. It's spinning.
Chemicals or
there we
cleaning
go.
solvents, and all efforts will ensure a safe, clean, and pleasant environment for yourself, your coworkers,
And wear
your
deodorant.
guests. For whatever attraction.
That should be like the #1 thing. If you're running an outdoor summer amusement park, wear deodorant. Okay? Here's looking at you, Mia Kunis. Okay? Here's looking at you, Julia Roberts. Okay? Okay? Wear deodorant. You're so rich, people don't want to tell you stink. But you do. Okay? I don't care how much Ellen says, oh, you smell so nice. No, you don't. You smell like Stanky John. Wash your cooch and wear deodorant.
At which you're stationed, there will be daily housekeeping duties. These could be as small as wiping off seats.
Oh, no. What if there's duty?
Large as cleaning a picnic
That's
shop.
disgusting. If you have to clean up after the American people, that is like that. That's disgusting.
But each one is just as important to the safety and comfort of our guests. Report major cleanliness problems and hazards, such as spills on walkways and overflowing restrooms.
Has anybody ever slipped on mustard? Is that even a thing? Come on now.
Facilities to the appropriate personnel.
Is that Miley Cyrus? It looks like Miley. You know, she brought that hairstyle back.
Practice good housekeeping throughout your shift by
I mean, I would shame the people. If you're putting stuff in there and it's stuffed, keep it in your pocket.
Papers and other trash from around your attraction or wherever you see it. Remember, clean is safe.
Now, see, at Disney, you never see them picking up trash like that. You would never see people do that. That is a no-go at Disney. They do it like in a secret manner. I think sometimes some of the girls, some of the men that are in the skirts, they'll pick up the garbage with the John, you know, because they do it secretly.
Clean is safe. Another important area to discuss is maintenance.
What is that?
While maintenance personnel are the only ones who will be making actual
It's like an Escher painting. That looks dangerous.
repairs.
What is
There's
it?
a lot you can do to make sure our rides and equipment keep running
Oh, don't get on
safely.
that. That looks
First,
weird.
Carefully complete all safety checklists. Read each item when you make the check, and then
Yeah, because he's going to check the bolts with his hands. Come
mark
on.
it off as you do the inspection. Be especially alert for loose, broken, or missing
Oh, Gina
nuts and
says it's the
bolts.
spider.
Tripping hazards.
Don't. Those are Debbie's gateway paydays.
Sharp edges.
That's a payday right there.
Worn safety straps or seat belts.
You always take your little box knife with you, get on there and cut it. Oh, God, go slinging out of the ride.
In addition to the routine inspection, all equipment operators should constantly
Honey, fix your hair.
watch for
Looks like you got a tumor in your hair.
needed repairs during the day.
Left loosey, righty tighty, or was it the other way around, Andy says?
Immediately report any unusual noises.
What is that? They put a cow on it?
Sharp edges on water slides. or other problems to your supervisor. Every employee,
Oh my God, you rode that ride? That's crazy.
whether operating equipment or not,
Well, you survived, so I guess that's a plus.
should look for common safety hazards such as bare electrical wires,
Well, how do you unplug it? Use the tongs.
or improperly grounded plugs, spilled lubricants,
Well, there goes half the gas. I'm sorry. It's not that they don't allow the gas on your park. It's just, well, sometimes things get out of hand.
and protruding objects. Never attempt to make repairs yourself. Maintenance personnel are the only ones trained and
Well, I had this flathead in my bra. I said, let me try it out.
authorized to make repairs on mechanical or electrical equipment. If you're not trained to make the repair,
I don't know. I seen it on Martha Stewart's magazine. I gotta do it.
do not attempt to make it. Emergency procedures for first aid, fires, power failures, and natural disasters must be learned thoroughly. Your quick response could help avoid a serious injury, especially in a major incident. Know the locations of all telephones nearest your workstation.
Yes. Now, this is serious because we're playing serious music.
Memorize the important telephone numbers.
I don't even know my own telephone number.
During an emergency, keep telephone conversations to a minimum so that other calls can be received. Become familiar with
This
the
is
locations
serious.
and
Oh, yeah. Now, come on now. A fire extinguisher next on a water ride? Come on.
operation of all fire prevention equipment. There are different types of extinguishers for different kinds of fires. Water, CO2,
Okay.
dry chemical, the most common,
Can you huff that? Asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend.
and halon, which is used for computer or electronic fires.
Oh my God! Now that is really bad for somebody to breathe. I know about that stuff. They use that in like the factories where they make like all the silicone, not silicone. Sit down, Pamela Anderson. Okay, not that kind of factory. But that stuff would kill you.
Most extinguishers work by pulling the pin, pressing the lever,
Okay.
and directing the discharge at the base of the flame.
A bunch of gays in here know about that. They know about that one.
Make sure that used or discharged extinguishers are returned to the appropriate department for replacement or refilling.
Hello, Arlene.
If you work inside,
Is that a church?
make sure that fire exits are not blocked and that all exit signs are working. You should learn the exact policies and procedures regarding the safe handling of fires.
Amen.
With regard to first aid, know the company's first aid policy. It's a good idea to learn and understand basic methods of life-saving, such as CPR, the ABCs, that is, airway, breathing, and circulation, and the Heimlich maneuver. General accident procedures should include stop operation of the ride, slide, or attraction.
Amen.
Assist the injured. In the event of a serious injury, such as major trauma,
Call the stockholders so they can start selling.
broken bones, or head, neck, or back injuries, do not move the injured person, as this may increase the extent of the injury. Call security or first aid. Report the incident to management. Get names and addresses of all witnesses, and try.
Honey, all this for minimum wage? No, ma'am.
Do not discuss the incident or make statements to anyone except authorized personnel from our company. Another incident that requires immediate attention is a power failure. It's a good idea to have authorized personnel turn off circuit breakers to prevent accidental startup or damage to equipment when power resumes. You'll learn more about this in your on-site training. Assist guests in exiting rides and darkened buildings. When the power
All employees must be knowledgeable on Tammy Wynette's entire discography.
comes back up, you'll be given permission to test run the equipment.
I think you're right,
After
Vince.
which you may resume normal operation. Remember, after a major power failure, happening near and around your workstation, you will be thinking safety. Leisure and recreation employees are special people. They are alert.
They are
They
underpaid.
use good judgment. Their appearance is pleasing,
They're underpaid.
and they are courteous to our guests.
And they are underpaid.
Because our guests get special treatment,
They still get minimum wage.
they keep returning to amusement facilities and attractions around the world.
But they're underpaid.
Because of you,
The underpaid one.
our guests know they
You're underpaid. They can treat you any kind of way they want.
are welcome. They know they will have a good time.
Because you're underpaid.
And even though they don't think about it,
They know you're underpaid. And they like that.
they know they
You're underpaid.
will be safe.
Because you're underpaid. All right, that one was pretty good. All right, let's see what this is. This is kid check training. Kid check training. Vanessa, this is for you, honey.
Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I'm so excited to tell you about the new Kid Check system. The guests are going to love it, and they're going to love you for allowing them the freedom to feel safe in the Chuck E. Cheese environment.
Okay.
Come on.
Come on over to Epstein Island. Come on. Drop 'em off. Drop 'em off.
Now, the Kid Check position is a very important one, and only our star cast members are asked to perform in this role. If you can remember 3 very important points, you're going to do great.
This is told from the perspective that he's talking to Woody Allen. Okay? Okay.
Number 1, people. That is you. Number 2, facility. The Kid Check stand and the surrounding area. And number 3, system. What to do and what to say. Now, let's take a look at some of your roles and responsibilities.
Oh my God. Matthew says, my friend used to work at Chuck E. Cheese when we were 18, and it was a regular part of the job to have to take all the balls out of the ball bounce pen when a kid would just take a dump in it. Oh my God.
Take a look at Jennifer. First, you need to greet each customer with a smile. You need to be bright, energetic, and enthusiastic. Notice how Jennifer stands tall and confident. This
For minimum wage.
will help you remain alert. If you slouch or lean, naturally you will feel tired, and you could possibly miss a small child running out the front door. Do not leave your position unless you're properly relieved. If you need to step away for a moment, ask the manager to have someone cover for you until you can return. The Kid Check stand is your base of operation. Don't allow it to become a focal point for other cast members to hang out. Excuse me, I'm trying to work here.
Is he trying to get hand? What?
Now, excuse me, I'm trying to work here. You see,
Oh my Lord. He's getting a picture on the job.
excuse me, I'm trying to work here. You see, you've got to be strong enough to tell your
my
fellow cast
God.
members not to hang out at the Kid Check stand.
They
And
lower.
remember, no one under 18 is allowed into Chuck E. Cheese's without a parent or guardian. If you are uncertain that someone is over 18, notify the manager or check their ID. Before the start,
Wait. Let's hear this
under
again.
18 is allowed into Chuck E. Cheese's Kid Check stand. Oh, and remember, no one under 18 is allowed into Chuck E. Cheese's without a parent or guardian. If you
Oh,
are
okay,
uncertain
without
that
a
someone is
parent or
over
guardian.
18, notify the manager or check their ID. Before the start of your shift, you need to have the proper uniform. Have both the Kid Check name badge and vest. And don't forget, remove your apron when you wear the Kid Check vest. If there is a phone near the Kid Check stand, the manager may ask you to answer the phone during non-peak hours only.
Yeah.
If you are speaking to someone on the phone, put them on hold and attend to the guests in the restaurant. Also, personal phone calls are not allowed. Before your shift, begin preparation so that you're better organized.
Yeah.
See the getting ready section in the Kid
So before your shift when you're not technically being paid. Okay, sounds about right.
Check manual for a list of all the things you need. Meet me at the Kid Check stand and we'll talk about facility. First, make sure that the Kid Check stand is clean, neat, and organized, and is
Okay.
properly positioned. Also, Make sure that you have all of the items that you'll need for your shift properly stocked.
The taser, the alcohol, the Wellbutrin. All right, check.
Maintaining the cleanliness of the floors, doors, and windows in your surrounding area will be part of your responsibilities as well. Now let's talk about the Kid Check system itself. We'll go over some common situations and questions you may have, but it's always good to use a good dose of common sense.
Oh my God, they're dragging them. I knew it.
When filling out, each member is stamped with the same number. As the guests leave, the number on each child will be matched to the number of the adult with whom they leave, to ensure that everyone who comes in together leaves together. If you are not sure that you have turned the stamp to the next number, turn it anyway. This is very important. It is far better to skip a number than to use a number twice. If the guest is coming for a birthday party, then they will be stamped with a letter. The letters are set at the beginning of each day, and each letter
That thing
represents
looks
a different
scary.
birthday.
This thing looks like a vaginal dilator. where the hell are they stamping you?
For example, the letter A would be for the Jones party, and the letter B for the Smith. The system also has stickers that may be used in various situations to allow you added flexibility. However, the stickers must be dated, and that's best done before the start of the shift. Okay, now let's go over everything you would say and do when you're at the Kid Check position.
They must have, Matthew. I wonder if they had a rash of people trying to abandon kids at Chuck E. Cheese and they just had to them.
Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese's.
This is said to every guest as they enter.
Are you here for a birthday party?
If so, you would say,
Great. Whose party are you here for?
once they tell you the party's name, you would then check to
Kirstie Allen? Woody Allen?
see if it is a reserved birthday party. Then you would say,
Michael Jackson?
Please show us your stamp on the way out so we can match everyone up.
if you ask them if they are here for
My food stamps?
a birthday party and they say, no, you say, great.
What? Why did they have to slow that
Here for a
down?
birthday party and they say, no.
They're on acid?
You say, great. We're sure glad you're here. We have a new procedure called Kid Check. We stamp everyone in your group with the same number. Now, if the guest objects to being stamped, simply stamp a sticker and give it to them. Then ask the guest to show their number as they leave so that you can make sure that everyone who comes in together leaves together. If the guests come in for a birthday party, but it's not a reserved birthday party, in other words, a walk-in birthday party,
Oh, those are the trashy ones.
you would treat them as any other guest, and everyone in
Yeah.
their
Technically, you treat them the same, but in your mind, you'd be judging them, you know.
group would be stamped with a number. Now, the third thing you'd ask the guest is,
Have you been here before?
if they say yes, you would say.
We're glad to have you back.
If they say no, simply say.
Well, you're in for some fun.
Then tell them about some of our feature items, such as
And some diarrhea.
the great pizza, hot sandwiches,
Why are they using the Comp's font? That's the same font they use on the Comp show on Fox.
and the Garden Fresh salad bar. Also, you might want to mention the animated show, live walk-around characters, or tell them about the fun rides and exciting games that give tickets you can redeem for great prizes.
Rides? They have rides in this
Now, when the
thing?
guests leave, you say,
Hi, how was everything?
if there are any problems, notify the manager immediately. We want to make sure that every guest leaves happy. If you don't do it now, we might not get another chance. Now, verify their Kid Check number.
15? 15? Great, it's a match.
I wish I had a Michael Jackson soundboard. Hee hee.
It is essential that you state the number out loud. This lets the guests know that you are really checking people in and out. For birthday parties, you would do the same, stating out loud.
Okay.
All right,
It was a little weird.
B. Great,
Baby.
thanks a lot. You
Baby,
have a good
baby,
day.
baby.
It is essential that birthday parties are already assigned letters on the birthday party list before you start your shift, so that the letters you stamp will correspond. Are you ready to move on to the use of the stamp and ink? Always remember to stamp the child's hand first. This gives the adult the opportunity to see what you're doing, and then they can let you know whether or not they want their hand stamped. And remember, if the adult has any objections to being stamped, simply stamp a sticker and give it to them. Now, when you take the child's hand, place their hand in your left hand and the stamp in your right. Then you simply take the stamp and roll it across the child's hand, and when you're finished, you should have a nice, clean impression of the number. Now for situations and use of the stickers. The sticker has a box for you to stamp the kid check number and also a place for you to write in the date.
Okay.
As
We've
mentioned earlier,
already been over this, Jan. We've already been over this.
or if they are asleep, or if they are afraid of the stamp. Simply stamp a sticker and place it on the child.
Eileen says they protect that giant rodent. Rodent at all costs. I don't know why that gave me the tickles. Okay, there's something wrong with that child. Does that child have a heart condition? What is going on?
Possible. The best place is on the small of their back.
No, Megan, you ain't putting that there. Okay, Woody. Okay. Okay, that's what Michael said.
Here's a different situation.
No,
Let's say a
don't
parent
put
is
it there.
leaving and they want to leave their child with another parent. Say their child is going to spend the night with another child. Simply have both parents come to the kid check stand so that you can verify their numbers.
Or, I don't know, maybe just do this outside? Why would you have to register your children? That doesn't make sense to me.
Then write down the number of the parent that the child will be leaving with. Then when they leave, you'll have a match. Another situation is if a guest doesn't want to be stamped or have a sticker and wants no form of kid check information at all. If that's the case, simply let them in. We don't want to argue with our guest. And if there's anything else you can't handle, simply call a manager. Now let's talk about getting ready and having all the items in place so that you can perform these roles and responsibilities.
My pals who work there didn't pay so much attention to the stamp system, but keeping kids captive to the performance of Stacy Q's 2 of Hearts was the result of endless rehearsals.
To the best of your ability.
Oh my God.
First and foremost is your smile. You'll need your kid check stamps, both the numbers and the letters.
In the worst case scenario, just let the child predators in. Exactly.
And you'll need an ink pad. Also, you'll need some permanent ink pens so that you can write on your kid check stickers, as well as the kid check stickers themselves.
Okay.
You'll
you need
also
a
need your
parson.
kid check vest and name badge.
Okay.
You'll need the hostess stand clean, neat, organized, and stocked. You'll need your birthday list for the day. This should include the game. They'll most likely come to you for help. If this should happen, give the guests some tokens and ask them to play another game until you can get the game room attendant to fix the problem.
All right, let's take a look at this one. This is the walk-around training care. 2 of Hearts. You got it.
But the success of the child and performing is hard work. If you pay attention to the customers and have fun with them, then your performance will be successful. After all, the E in Chuck E. Cheese stands for entertainment. Let's look at an
Or ecstasy. Or ecstasy.
example of how involved and effective just saying hi to a customer can be. Where is Chucky? Well, sometimes he's never on the floor when he's supposed to be. Oh, here he comes now. Let's see how much fun Chucky is.
Oh, Chucky.
Well,
underpaid.
maybe Chucky needs live customers to respond to.
I thought the
Oh,
E
there's a
stood
nice
for
looking
E.
family.
coli.
Now let's see Chucky have
Maddie.
some fun.
Oh, Chucky's sad. Chucky doesn't have free health
there
care.
it is. It appears that our Chucky here needs a little shaping up. Let's shape up Chucky with a little Chucky side.
Oh my God, this is insane.
Let's get into our costume first. Be sure to wear light clothing and always bring a towel. The new walk-around costume has been redesigned with several modifications that should improve both the mobility and the comfort of wearing the costume. These adjustable shoulder straps will allow you to adjust the fat portion of the suit so that it doesn't hang down on your legs and
The fat person? Oh my God. She's a furry.
wrinkling that occurs if a large adjustment is necessary. There are 2 sections in the front to Velcro together. The inside, which is the fat part of the suit, and the outside. Make sure these are secured. Velcro is easy
I
to use
can't.
and easy
I love
to
how
overlook.
this is just too much.
Now for
This
the
poor
vest.
woman.
It's a good idea to have someone there to help, to visually check that everything looks right, and to assist you in any way.
The shame that we're paying somebody minimum wage to do this just is so shameful to me.
Like making sure the bottom edges of the vest line up. These new feet have a leather sole and are padded enough that you can go without
She's right
shoes.
making $2.
Also, there are Velcro straps that fasten across the top and back of your foot. Now, put on the left hand, making... Jewel, your vest needs straightening.
Oh, my God. Even the guy doing this is telling her what she needs to do.
Now, put on the left hand, making... Jewel, your vest needs straightening.
Oh, my
Good.
God.
It's a good idea to have someone there to help you and visually check your costume. Be sure to pull the hand up as far as you can to prevent it from slipping down. Now for the head. It's very important that you experiment to determine what adjustments must be made for the head to fit you securely yet comfortably. If you don't feel secure with the head on, the rest of your body will follow, and your movement will look and feel restrained and uncomfortable. When the head is on, you may want to make further adjustments. It is very important that you take time to determine how that head fits you best. If something doesn't feel right, correct it before you go out on the floor.
That's right.
Otherwise, you might tend to focus on the problem instead of focusing on the
That's right.
guests and
Always
their
fix your
surroundings.
head game, girls.
Now you're ready to go out on the floor to have fun and to create some fun with our guests. Now that you've had all that fun,
God,
it's time to clean up. 409 or similar cleaners should be used on the face, hat, and toes. Check these daily. Don't give the guests a chance to notice that Chucky needs cleaning. Any upholstery cleaner, such as Woolite, can be used to clean...
Oh, my God, you're going to be high as the damn kite when you put this thing on.
Any spots on the fur. After spraying, be sure to wait 15 minutes before you were to brush the fur every day. Chucky will look better
This is
and
so
cleaner if you do.
disturbing.
You brush your hair every day to look good. Why not Chucky's? Make sure Chucky has a well-groomed appearance. The hands, vest, and body can be machine washed in cold water and dried on the lowest setting. The vest should be air dried. And now, it's time to present the big...
Carol Jean says Roundup is the only approved cleaner for Chuck E. Cheese shoes.
See himself, Chuck E. Cheese.
Uh-oh, get it, honey.
Presenting Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, come on, honey.
Chucky, you're on.
Come on.
Are you still embarrassed about your new aerobics outfit? Oh, come on, Chuck. We've got work to do. Okay, it's time to Chucky size. So get out of those chairs and get ready to move it. That's right, Chuck. Warm up. It's important to warm up and do some stretching exercises for a few minutes before going out on the floor, especially in the morning, or when it's cold, or even if you've been sitting still for a while. Be sure to work the arms, legs, trunk, and especially the neck, as the headpiece can be
Oh my
quite
God,
heavy.
all this stuff they make you
Warm up, help you
do.
Chuck?
Jesus.
Oh, you're tired? Oh. Some are very assertive about being hugged, while others are a little shy. Pay special attention to each and every one of them. Try to notice something
How? You can't see them.
Chucky notices that these girls are twins. Some kids are a little
You gotta
hesitant
have
about letting
20/20 to
Chucky
do the
touch them,
Chucky.
but they still want the attention. If they're shy, you can be shy too. Convince them it's
No,
all right.
Pricey, but that sounds like
You
a
have to
fabulous
learn to
film,
read
honey.
the guests and know how much or how little interaction you're able to give. And here it comes. Yes, I believe we have contact. Even the oldest kids like to be hugged. Here we have
Squeeze, Barbara Bush. Squeeze the life out of
3
her.
generations of little girls being given
You're going to take them out with one squeeze.
special treatment by Chucky. Notice how gentle Chucky
Yeah,
is.
rub your hands all over the baby's face with all that woolite and bacteria. Yeah, that's real good.
Being with the baby.
Yeah.
She could be frightened, but Chucky's attitude is soft and cuddly. And Mom appreciates
Oh,
this.
wait a minute, Mama.
Chucky knows he can get away with a lot at this table.
Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, honey. What? Not appropriate, Chucky.
Chucky knows he can get away with a lot at this table. He singled out one guest for some of his special treatment.
This did not age well. I knew that was a weird Chuck E. Cheese at the Neverland Ranch.
This birthday girl is already familiar with Chucky's antics. She knows he's just playing, and the key word is play. This Chucky is making things happen, and he knows when to stop. He is effectively reading his guests.
I mean, yeah, Mickey Mouse is cute. This thing is like horrible. It's like it's a Fukushima or something,
To
right?
know what he can get away with. This party was so trusting of Chucky, he could get away with almost anything, including feeding cake to the birthday girl. She doesn't seem to mind.
This is
Chucky was
why
so
are they wording it like this? Like, you can get away with anything. Why would you tell them?
involved with
This
the
is
guests, he became
weird.
a member of the birthday party. Uh-oh, watch it, Chuck. You can't do this with just any party. It takes practice to effectively read your guests. This was a special Chucky, personally involved with the guests, making things happen.
Quote, he knows he can get away with a lot at this table. The Chuck E. Cheese scandals.
But if you try to force things to happen, they can backfire on you. You have to know your limitations.
That's right.
Dealing with the tail has always been a problem. This Chucky solution was to try and show the kids that it made him feel bad when they spanked him or pulled his tail. His reaction gave them something else to focus on. It didn't become a game of who can spank Chucky.
What?
Work on Chucky being an active and fun part of our
Maybe Woody should have just got a job at Chuck E. Cheese.
experience when they visit our stores. Who knows what can happen if you Chucky size.
Chucky size. That was really weird. Let's see. General kitchen services. God, there's so much Chuck E. Cheese stuff. Let's see what this one is.
This is a Chuck E. Cheese's University production.
University.
The entertainment begin.
Okay, I think we might have seen this one already.
Even this place is a mess. Oh.
A clean, well-maintained facility is very important to our guests.
Oh, God.
It not only ensures
Where is Todd now? Where is Todd now?
safety, but it also adds to their enjoyment.
Remember, every guest leaves happy, and our guests always come first. Let's take a look at the service and kitchen general expectations. Chuck E. Cheese's. Member's job to make sure each
I think we
guest
might have
feels
seen
at
this
home
one a
at
long
Chuck E.
time ago.
Cheese's.
I remember him because he was kind of
Assist your fellow
cute.
team members at all times, and be sure to stay one step ahead of the guests' needs. Really important to the guests, but you, the cast member, as well. The weekly clean we're about to have, and there are first facility. Be on time. Punctuality is extremely important to a well-run facility. Know the correct usage of the time clock and understand all break time rules. For general safety and security, no trash is to be taken out after dark.
Makes
Girls
sense.
must walk to their cars in groups of 3 or 4 after dark.
That's kind of sexist. What about the man?
Be aware of specific parking areas and always be in proper cast member units. Make sure you all...
Yeah, we've seen this one. I remember this one. I don't think anything good happens. Because, you know, that one guy was like, I'm always in here cleaning the bones or something. I do remember that. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, this is Chuck E. Cheese, too. I know they don't make these people wear this while they make the pizza.
Welcome to Pasquale's Kitchen. I'm Pasquale, master of the art of pizza making here at the
Oh my
Showbiz Pizza
God,
Time.
this is offensive.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'm so excited about my new pizza dough. It's so nice and crispy and crunchy and tastes so fine. Today I'm gonna show you the simple steps in preparing it.
Is this John Travolta?
It's gonna make your job easier and help you be more organized and ready for those busy times when it gets so wild and crazy in our kitchen, huh? So pay close attention and I'll teach you all about how to make not just any pizza, but a showbiz pizza time pizza. A couple of my friends here are gonna help me out, so let's get started.
Thank you for the
First,
follow,
you
Jay.
And bunning the dough. Start out by filling the water bucket. For the dough to achieve its great
They're not using water that is, honey, don't use time.
glory, the water must always be between 70 and 80 degrees.
Don't use tap
So you
water
say,
for the dough,
Pasquale,
honey.
how do you know whether to use 70 or 75 or 80 degree water? Well, I'll tell you. You're gonna need to measure
my
the
God,
temperature
it looks
of
like
the
a
dough
turkey.
after you mix it every single time. You want that dough to be between 76 and 82 degrees right after it finishes mixing. If it is more than 82 degrees, use colder water. Maybe 70 or 72 degrees for your next batch of dough. If the dough is colder than 76 degrees, then you gotta use warmer water next time. You see what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, if the water coming out of your faucet isn't cool enough, you can put in a little ice to get it right. That's fine by me. Just to make sure you let it melt completely. And
This don't look sanitary.
Okay, so now you got the right water temperature and the bucket's full almost to the top. Put the bucket on the scale and weigh it. You're gonna need 23.5 pounds of water for a 50-pound sack of dough mix. If you're quarters of pounds of water. Scoop out the extra water in your bucket.
Obviously, do you have to tell the people that you have to scoop out water?
Now, pour the water into the bowl and add 1 bag of dough mix to the water.
This don't make me want to eat anything commercially made now.
Place the dough hook on the mixer and
God,
raise
that
the
is a
bowl
big
up.
mixer, honey. How much power does that thing use? My God. Oh my God, that thing is big. I don't know if I could have
Set
that.
the mixer on speed 1 and set the timer for 7 minutes.
That is insane. Look how big that thing
On
is.
speed 1 for the whole time. When the dough is mixed,
Oh
and
my
the timer
God, they're
rings,
getting their arm
find
hair in
somebody
it.
to help you take the dough out of the bowl and put it on a nice
This
clean
is too
table and
much.
check the temperature. 82 temperature.
Yeah, you already said
Gotta
temperature.
Separate the dough into buns right after it mixes. So don't you run away and do something else.
Wonder what they're talking about.
Minutes to bun up
And
the
they're
whole
so
batch of the dough
hairy.
and get it into the refrigerator. So get to work and make those little dough balls. Be sure to work that dough into nice round buns and seal the bottom really good.
This is
If the dough is
disturbing.
getting a little dry while you're working with it, put a plastic bag over it to keep it moist. Put the different sized buns in clean dough trays with 8 large buns per tray, 10 medium buns per tray, 15 small buns per tray, and 20 individuals or
Manny says they're
calzones per
laughing because
tray.
before they did this,
By
they
the
used the
way,
restroom.
You know what
They
calzone
didn't
means in
wash their
Italian?
hands.
It's a neat little story. Maybe I'll tell you later. When you finish loading up the trays, brush every little dough bun completely with oil, covering the whole bun. Be very careful to oil the sides of the bun where it touches the tray. Make a circle with your brush all
Make a
around the
dough
bun.
about line.
If you don't oil it good, you're going to end up with a pizza crust that looks like it's been run over by a Ferrari. It's going to have a cracked, dry, ragged edges. After you oil your buns, you're going to label each tray with these fancy colored stickers. Each sticker has a different day of the week right on it. Always label the tray with the next
Oh my God,
day
his voice is getting on my nerves.
as you finish a bun in each batch, roll the cart into the buns from the walkie. After they've warmed up, flatten each bun gently to about half its original thickness.
It's a me, I'm Mario, non-copyrighted version. I like that.
Be sure to
Dominic.
keep them round and don't stack them after you flatten them out. Then, real lightly flour just the bottom of the bun and pat off any excess of flour.
Oh my God, this fake Italian
Drop it onto
accent.
the
I just
top of the
can't.
dough roller and measure it to make sure it's the right size. If it's right, it'll be just wide enough to reach the outer ring of the appropriate size screen. Use a large screen for a large bun, and so on. If it isn't the right size, adjust.
Okay, this is the part, Jay.
If the crusts are not the right size coming out of the roller, you're going to have a lot more trouble and take a lot more time panning those guys. And they don't make a very pretty baked pizza either.
Oh my God,
It's
hold on
not
now.
ready yet. Brush like this one. Be careful not to put too much on. You don't want to make the pizza crust too greasy. You smell it, that garlic?
Oh my God.
Now, check the pizza real close to make sure it has all the distinct.
Okay, we gotta go next. I can't. It's just too much. This is Exploding Clowns. It's the stuff they made me watch at Publix. My first job was at the grocery store. I think we played this before. They played this at Publix? What is this?
Today. The type humor is funny when it's on stage or television, but how about in real life? Unfortunately, the situations you just saw closely parallel accidents that occur in Publix every day. The difference is these accidents that you just saw were staged. In our store, they're not. The accidents that occur in our stores cause our customers a lot of pain and
Supervisor
suffering.
skills. Hold on, let's see what this one is. Hardings.
39. 1, 2. I believe that was the total of your order. Let me some fresh ones right here.
Thank you.
Here you go, sir. A nice fresh quarter-pound cheeseburger. I'm sorry that you were inconvenienced, but I appreciate you letting me know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love the Texan accent. Supervisor skills program.
Yes, ma'am. May I help you? Are you the manager? Yes, ma'am, I am.
Wait a minute, where was she walking from? Because there's nothing over there. Watch her act like she's walking through somewhere.
Yes, ma'am. May I help you? Are you the
She was in the bathroom?
manager? Yes, ma'am, I am. This is the
Oh, this isn't a Karen right here.
second time I've been in your restaurant. Each time I've ordered a cheeseburger without mustard because my son Tommy doesn't like mustard. In fact, he won't eat anything with mustard on it.
Okay, I don't need your whole story, honey.
Both times I have gotten cheeseburgers with mustard. In fact, this time the hamburger came with everything left off except the mustard. Now, I don't understand. Every time I come into Hardee's, the same problem happens. You can't get your orders straight.
Maybe because they're not getting paid right?
Now, I want my money back, and I want to go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I can understand how you feel, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I'd like to do anything I can to resolve the situation.
Fine. I want my money back.
I'll be glad to give you your money back. I'd also like to treat you to your order if you don't mind waiting.
Fine. How long will that take? I'm in a hurry.
Well, that special cheeseburger will take about 3 minutes, ma'am.
I don't have time to wait. Why don't you just give me my money back?
Okay, I can understand that. I'll be glad to give you your money back. I'd also like to give you a free
Listen now, honey. She wants to leave. Now, you're going to make me pull a Karen. Give her damn money back and shut up. So, I apologize.
coupon to treat you.
She needs to go. What do you... Stop this.
To a meal next time you come in.
Fine.
Okay. Let me get your money. Let's see. That's 39. 1, 2. I believe that was the total of your order. Let me also get you a coupon. There you go.
Thank you.
I'm sorry again for the inconvenience we caused you, ma'am. I hope you'll come back and see us real soon.
Her life is ruined because of you. I hope you and your mustard friends are happy.
Soon.
Correcting performance problems.
Hi, Liz.
Hi.
How you doing?
Fine.
That was a busy lunch rush we had, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Now, Rick, she's on her break. She doesn't want to talk about work right now. She's not getting paid. This is not appropriate. This is not appropriate, honey. If she's not on the clock, you need to leave her alone.
Liz, there's one thing I want to talk to you about.
Okay, Rick, but now's not the time, you see, because she's not on the clock.
I noticed on 2 occasions when I came over and pointed out to you that you were overweighing the roast beef. The first time it was a ½ an ounce over, and the second time it was a ¼ of an ounce over.
Okay, yeah, first world problems. Okay, overweighing the roast beef.
Yes, sir.
I know you're not doing it intentionally, but are there any reasons why it was happening?
Turbo says, Liz, I know you need extra cash, but you just can't do that kind of thing behind the store in the alley.
Well, you know, like you mentioned, it was awful busy, and I was trying to make sure that I had at least one roast beef sandwich available to the customers at all times.
I really appreciate that customer concern. What type of ideas do you have to solve the problem?
Well, the only idea I can really think of is for me just to slow down some and just make sure that I take the right amount of roast beef and place it on the scales each time.
I think roast beef is code for John. I don't know for sure, but I think it is.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that's really the key, is just being more careful. One other thing I noticed is if you get too much roast on the scale, it's all right to go ahead and take a slice or two off to make sure that you got the proper amount of roast on the sandwich. Okay? So why don't we go ahead and agree on those 2 things, that you're just going to take your time, be a little more careful, and then if you do get some extra roast on the slicer, that you can take a slice or 2 off.
Okay.
Okay? Why don't we go ahead and work with that for a couple days. We'll get back together on Friday.
This isn't brain surgery. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
About 2 o'clock, and that's when you get off, and we'll go ahead and discuss how it went.
Okay.
We're good. I think you got a good handle on it, Liz. And
I would throw that coffee in his face and tell him to go F himself. I really would. I'm just being honest.
you're confident you can get taken care of. Thanks a lot.
Thank
You're
you.
an effing loser, Rick, okay? Disciplinary. Uh-oh, somebody's in trouble. Progressive discipline. Okay, so they're going to have a progressive and then a Republican disciplinary discussion, okay?
There you are.
Oh, my God. Is it got children working in there? What in the world? This is... Exactly, Turbo. Listen, Rick, that sounds nice, but I'm not talking unless I'm getting paid.
Have a nice day.
Oh? Can I help you? Can I help you? She's from Barkerville, that one.
Thanks. Have a nice day. Can I help you?
Can I help you? Can I help Keebler Owls, The Untold Story, Lifetime. These are children.
Jean, is everything okay today?
Yeah, no problem. Why?
Well, I thought you could have used a little more courtesy with that customer.
Why? What did I do wrong?
We'll talk about it when things slow down, okay?
Okay.
Oh, she's in trouble.
Boy, this is really turning into a problem. I've talked with Jean twice about her not being courteous to customers.
Time for you to...
let's see.
Spike
Yeah, it was just Monday I talked to her for the second time.
Yeah.
Jean, do you remember the conversation we had on Wednesday about being more courteous to customers? We agreed the solution would be to pay more attention to customers and be more courteous.
You ever thought the solution might be to pay your employees better? So they're not always worried about their bills and other things going on in their life that monetary value could maybe fix? Just think about that.
By using more eye contact, taking more time, being patient. Thursday and Friday, I noticed you did a real good job. You were using lots of eye contact. You weren't rushing your conversations with the customers.
Lots of eye contact. What is this, a brothel? Come on.
But today at lunch, I noticed several times you were losing the eye contact with the customers, and you seemed to be rushing the conversations up. Is something wrong?
She's not a prostitute.
Well, I've been trying.
Why'd they cut it off?
If I get Lori to help me. She could let me know when I'm rushing my conversations with the customers and let me know if I'm not giving them my full attention. I feel certain that that'll work because I usually don't realize I'm rushing my customers.
You know, I think that's a great idea, but I want you to realize getting Lori to help you doesn't relieve you of the responsibility. Now, this.
Jean, have you thought about getting a breast implants? I think it would really help the customers.
This is a problem that you're going to have to solve.
Right, I understand.
She looks like Oliver Twist in that hat. I feel like she's going to ask him for, can I have some more?
Good, Jean. It's very important to me that you understand this, because if we can't solve this problem...
Obviously, she's having money problems. She's wearing high waters, honey.
It's going to warrant a written warning.
A written warning?
Yes.
Gosh, just for this? That seems pretty rough. I'm doing everything else okay, aren't I?
Oh, yes, Jean. You're a good worker. You're a hard worker. You're always there to pitch in.
Okay, so you're mad with her because she doesn't look at the customer long enough?
You know, I appreciate that. But, Jean, you need to be more courteous to our customers. I mean, if we're not courteous to our customers, they're not going to come back. And
Teresa, maybe when you make eye contact, you could also slowly lick this lollipop.
I can't allow that. Can you understand?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, why don't we agree that we'll continue to work on being more courteous by being more attentive to customers, giving them your full attention.
Because this is what's going to make sales happen. You know, oh, God, the stock market ruins everything.
Using eye contact when you talk to customers and not rushing them in conversation.
Okay.
Okay. Also, I think it's a good idea that you and I will talk to Laurie and have her keep an eye on you to point out some things you're doing wrong and right.
Baby, you're going to have her bring a weapon of war.
Yeah, I think that'll work. Awesome.
Well, I'll be in touch with Laurie. She'll be in this afternoon, so I'll talk to her about it. Well, it's obvious that discussion didn't work either. I know Jean can do it. If I could just get her to be courteous all the time. I need to give her a written warning to show her how important this is to me. If we could just get this problem straightened out, she could be one of my best employees. Now, let's see now.
So this girl is basically the best employee, but she doesn't look at the customers long enough. I mean, come on. Arlene. Thy Lord.
Did you want to talk to me?
Yeah, Jean, come on in. Have a seat.
It's time to open up that Scientology playbook. I'm done with y'all. Y'all are killing me in this
Do you
chat.
remember about an hour ago a customer wearing a blue blazer? You waiting on him?
Mm-hmm. The man that had the tits. I mean, I'm sorry, I couldn't help but look. They were so big and frothy. I mean, they were about 32 double D. I apologize. I tried to look at his eyes, I really did, but they were just so big.
Well, I noticed you dropped the fries in the tray, then you pushed the tray toward him, and then you turned without looking at him and said, "Thanks, have a nice day." Now, it was very obvious to that customer that you were showing lack of courtesy. And when he raised his eyebrows and said, "Okay, you too." Now, we talked about this last Monday, and you agreed that you would try to show more courtesy to our customers.
You know, I'm so glad times have changed, though, because back then, you know, this is true, y'all. How many remember this? Magnet, you probably don't remember this. Well, you weren't around, but back in the 70s, your employer could spank you with a paddle. I kid you not. I mean, it's just insane. Was that a door creaking?
You agreed that you would try to show more courtesy to our customers.
Door up, his seat's quaking.
You also said you would try to use more eye contact with the customers. We even had Laurie come in, and she showed you some pointers in talking with the customers and showing courtesy.
Excuse me?
Laurie come in, and she showed you some pointers.
Oh, my God. Man.
Gee, this doesn't seem to be working out. What's the problem?
It was just really
Boomer Veronica.
We were short-handed, and I was just trying to get the order out as quickly as possible. But the back line was really screwed up. It seemed like I had to wait on them for every order, but then the customer takes it all out on me.
Well, Gene, I can understand how you feel when the back line backs up. I also appreciate your concern for the fast service, and our customers expect that.
This is like a penthouse forum. I'm done with y'all.
Gene, you need to be more courteous.
Yeah, but when you're busy and you're rushing around like that, you just kind of forget everything else. I'm just trying to get the order out as fast as I can.
I mean, this is like peasant porn. It's like getting off for somebody making minimum wage. I'm sure there's a market. I'm sure there's a market for these narcissists out there. They get off.
Yeah, Gene, I can understand that.
Yeah,
Let's
look what she's doing for minimum wage.
Yeah. Service is like a meal. Let's say you buy a sandwich, french fries, and a drink. You expect them all three to be good, right?
Right.
Well, let's say the sandwich and drink are excellent, but the fries are not so good. Now, you might be willing to overlook the fries if the sandwich and drink were extra good, but you would not overlook the fries if the sandwich and drink...
You would overlook the fries and the drink if you only paid really cheap for the meal, wouldn't you? I bet you if it was $1, you'd be like, well, you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for, hearties.
...were bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, service works the same way, Gene. Think of speed as being the sandwich.
Minimum wage humiliation.
As the drink. Now,
MWH.
All three to be good, but if there's an occasion when our speed is just okay, then we need to be sure that our courtesy and accuracy are
Turbo
extra
says
good.
this is the way he's asking, his way of asking for a threesome.
I guess it does. I just never thought of it that way before.
Well, good, Gene. I'm glad that helps. I need to impress upon you how important this is. I can't allow this to continue. I'm going to have to give you a written warning.
No!
A written warning?
Well, Gene, we've already had 2 discussions about this. You need to realize how important this is, and we need to solve this matter. Okay. Here, let me show you what I have here.
Uh-oh, no, ma'am. No, Jane, run.
Now, here's the date of our last discussion, and here's what we talked about on this day, and here's a description of what I saw today.
Does this mean I could get fired for this?
Unfortunately, yes, unless you can solve the problem.
Well, I'm certain I can work at being more courteous. I just didn't realize how important it was.
Well, Gene, I hope so, and I hope this is the last time we'll have a discussion about it.
It will be.
Okay, now do you have any ideas as to what we can do to eliminate this problem?
Gosh, I guess the only thing I can think of is just to pay more attention to what I do.
Okay, Gene, I would like to try something else.
Have you ever thought about being a prostitute?
Plan on working with you during the rush at lunch tomorrow, and I'll point out some of the things you're doing right, and also show you how to be more courteous to our customers.
Okay, I'm sure that'll work.
Okay then. Now,
The chair, the squeaks from the chair killing me.
we agree that you'll continue on working to be more courteous to our customers.
Okay, yeah.
That you'll be giving full attention to the customers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is very ASMR.
And of course that you'll be using more eye contact with our customers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay.
And of course not rushing them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Now can we also agree that I'll keep an eye on you tomorrow during the lunch rush?
Yeah.
To let you know how you
Now, I'm going to need to start keeping an eye on you when you take your shower in the morning. Is that okay? You need to sign
Yeah,
everything,
that sounds
okay?
good.
All right. Mm-hmm. Here's the Matt Lauer button. You're
Okay,
saying,
then, why don't we
Carter.
get together on
Matthew says this will go on your Wendy's permanent record. I can't. Hold on. We got to take a break. Oh, Lord. Oh, my. Hold on, y'all. We got to take a little intermission. Hold on. I can't. Oh, I can't. That might be the best comment of the night, Matthew. Oh, my God. And then to have a you made a big mistake. Oh, God. You made a big mistake. Our $5 bag. Oh, God. I can't with y'all. I gotta start where I don't look at this chat because I can't. My eyes are burning. I can't. I just. This is going on your window. This is going on your Wendy's permanent record. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get me some water. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I can't. I just can't. From this will go on to your Wendy's permanent record, and then Annie follows up. You made a big mistake, because you know they want to use the terminology like a cult, like Scientology, so they're going to use like the biggie bag terminology. Hold on, y'all. Oh my God. Okay, y'all. All right, y'all. Oh my God. Okay, let's continue. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. Y'all, I apologize. Oh, my God. Matthew. Oh, Lord. Okay, pull yourself together, honey. Okay. Whew. Matthew and Andy have almost broke me. All right, let's go.
Let's see. Let's make it Friday right before your shift is over. Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll really work at being more courteous.
Well, Gene, you know, I've got a lot of confidence in you, and I know you will. Now, I need you to sign this right here.
Baby, he's about to fire this bitch. I'm sorry. Let's just be honest. Baby, it's over for you, Jane. Look the way you said that was so condescending.
I'll really work at being more courteous.
Honey, you better go to the employment office, honey, quick.
Well, Gene, you know, I've got a lot of confidence in you, and I know you will. Now, I need you to sign this right here.
She grabs his crotch, trying to keep her job. Oh, God.
Now, Gene, why don't you go out there and work on being more courteous, okay? Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Talk to you later. Oh, hi, Jeff. How you doing?
Hi. Great. How's it going?
Oh, boy, we have been busy today. You know, you'll probably be busy tonight, too, if the weather holds up.
Good.
Say, Jeff, you got a few minutes? I'd like to talk to you about something.
Sure. What's it about?
Lord.
Why don't you have a seat?
Oh, God.
I was talking to Jamie earlier.
It's Tom Cruise, the early years.
Today, you know, the new kid on the back line?
Yeah.
Well, he was telling me about what a good time he's having, and he's learning so much. Then he told me last night he worked the roast beef station.
Oh, my God. Shut the hell up about this roast beef. I can't.
Yeah, I showed him how to make some roast beef sandwiches.
How old is Jamie?
He's 17.
17?
Oh, my God. Wait a minute. Is this going into territory that I'm not thinking it's about to go into? Wait a minute.
Sandwiches.
How old is Jamie?
He's 17.
17? Mm-hmm. And he's working the roast beef station?
Yeah.
Jeff, the law and Hardy's policy both clearly state that an employee must be 18 or older to operate and clean the electric slicer.
Oh, you're in big shiz now, huh? Oh, he's cute. Oh. I'd let him work on my roast beef, okay?
Can you help me understand why you had Jamie working the slicer last night?
Chris Hansen comes out the back.
Well, there's nobody 18 or older working after 9, and you know that I take the inventory counts at night.
So it's on you for not scheduling another person.
So
he is very handsome. I'd let him, you know, slice my lady roast beef.
I showed Jamie how to work the roast beef station. That way I could go ahead and take my inventory counts, and I wouldn't have to stop and wash my hands and operate the slicer. That would have really slowed things down. And, you know, I think he only made 1 or 2 sandwiches anyway.
I understand that it's hard when you don't have anybody old enough to work the station, and you have to prepare all the roast beef sandwiches and do all the paperwork. It's a pain in the neck.
Especially when you're doing it for minimum wage, you know.
However, Jeff, I simply cannot allow you to have a minor operate the slicer ever. You just cannot do it. Now, it's extremely important that you understand this policy.
Well, all he's got to do is turn the switch on and off. How dangerous can that be? Then he uses the tongs to pick up the roast beef.
True, Jeff, but what would happen if he turns the switch on and the roast beef accidentally slides out from the push bar weight and he automatically reaches for it? Or what happens?
See, when they're a minor, you can get a lawsuit. We don't care when they're 18.
He needs to change the roast beef, and he figures he knows how to do it, but he really doesn't know how to change it at all.
Well, I don't know. I guess I never really thought of it like that.
Jeff, under no circumstances should anyone under 18 operate or clean
Jazzy Bomb, so right, Wish.com, Tom Selleck.
Slicer. Now, Bob and I, we talked it over, and we decided it's so important that, Jeff, we're going to have to give you a written warning.
A written warning? Just for this one time?
Yes, Jeff, once is too often. You know the law, yet you ignored it. I want to give you a second chance, but I just can't allow this to happen again, Jeff.
Well, what's this going to do to my record? What about my chances of being promoted?
Oh, my God, this really is going on the record at Wendy's.
Well, if it never happens again, it probably won't do anything to your record or chances of promotion.
His record.
Jeff, you're a good assistant manager. You've got a lot good going for you. And I just can't allow this to happen again. The next time might be the time an employee gets hurt. We just can't have that.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right.
He gave the girl 2 verbal warnings. It's over for the hottie.
Can you think of any solutions to the problem?
Well, I guess that I could make sure that there's always somebody 18 or older working every shift.
Yeah. Well, that's good, Jeff. But what about the times you can't get an 18-year-old to work?
Well, I guess maybe I could wait till we close to count inventory. I get out a lot later, but at least, you know, you'd have it taken care of.
Can you think of anything else?
I'm confused. Can anybody think of he's valid reasons? It's understaffed, honey. You're going to have to spend more money.
Well, maybe if I told the backline employees where I was, you know, and they could come and get me, and then when we had an order for a roast beef sandwich, I'd just take care of it.
You think that'll work?
Yeah, it'll work. It'll be a nuisance, but I think it'll work.
Okay, so we'll agree that we'll try to schedule an 18-year-old or older for all shifts.
So it is his fault. You're just mad because he's hot and you're not. Can we be honest? Can we be honest?
And that you'll keep your employees informed.
He is judging this guy because he's hot, and that's the truth. I'm sick of. You know what? This is a major. People don't want to talk about this, but ugly people in this world judging hot people and trying to bring them down. This is an epidemic, and this is something we need to face as a country.
As to where you'll be in case a roast beef sandwich needs to be made. That you will make it.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Oh, he's going after him, honey.
Okay, Jeff, you also need to inform Jamie that he no longer can work the roast beef slicer ever. Now, that is policy, Jeff, and make him understand that.
Okay, he's working tonight. I'll tell him tonight. Do you want me to sign this form?
Jeff, as I said, I'm confident that this won't happen again. You're a good employee.
And grease that chair.
Yeah, it sure won't, and I'm really sorry. I didn't realize how dangerous it could be.
Good. What do you say we get together next Thursday, right before your shift?
That sounds good.
Well, Jeff, thanks for your time, and
Sure.
I know you got some work to do, so.
Yeah, I think I better check the schedule and see if we got an 18-year-old working.
That's a good idea. I'll talk to you later, Jeff.
Oh, honey. No, ma'am. Oh, God, they're going to fire somebody.
Andy, do you have a few minutes? I need to talk to you about something.
Oh, yes, bye, Andy. Bye, honey. This whole time you've been a bitch to everybody. Now you're about to get what you deserve.
Sure. What's on your mind?
Well, I need to talk to you about Paul. As you know, we've
What,
already given him 2
Paul?
written warnings about his fooling around on the job.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were going to fire him.
I had problems with him again last night.
Okay, tell me what happened.
Well, it was pretty late, and I was finishing my inventory counts. When I came out of the freezer, I caught him squirting Roxanne with a spray bottle of window cleaner.
What? Say what? He was trying to blind somebody?
Yeah, so what did you do?
Well, I really got mad. I was tired of Paul's horseplaying. Anyway, I came into the office and looked in his files. He's already had 2 written warnings about horseplaying in the last 4 months. So I told him to clock out and go home. But I also told him to come in today about 4 o'clock so you and I could talk to him about it.
Good. What do you think we should do with him?
Well, I think we should fire him. We've already given him 2 written warnings. He's already had enough opportunities to correct this. He's very disruptive to the rest of the crew members, and I personally believe he's going to hurt somebody one of these days. Also, the customers see it, and it's just not very professional. I just think we should let him go.
Well, let's think this through a minute. You have his file there.
Yes.
What were the 2 written warnings for? Can you find that for me?
Both of them were for horseplay.
Okay, details. Come on. Come
The last
on.
one was for batting hash browns while George threw them. The time before that was...
Wait, For what?
The last one was for batting hash browns while George.
Batting them.
The time before that was for snapping other employees with the
I thought he said sniping. I'm like, well, he should have been gone.
towel. The time before that was for snapping other employees with the towel.
Oh my God, he was doing they have a locker room at the Wendy's?
I also had 2 previous discussions with him. One for snapping towels and one for throwing pickles.
In the last discussion, what did you say would be the consequences if he was caught fooling around again, Dave?
We told him if his fooling around continued, we'd have to let him go.
Well, unfortunately, I think you're right. We need to let him go. Now, let's take a few minutes to plan how we're going to handle this discussion.
Okay.
First of all, I think it's very important that
You know how they're going to handle it. They're going to say,
Tina! Bring me the axe!
okay.
This happened on your shift. And it'll be a good idea for you to see how we handle a termination discussion. It's also a good idea to have someone else present in this type of discussion, just in case there are any questions.
That's right.
about what
Less
was
than
said.
minimum wage.
Okay. Am I going to have to fire him?
No, what I thought we'd do is this. I'll start the discussion, then I'll let you describe exactly what happened last night, and I'll take it from there and handle the rest of the discussion.
Wow.
Okay, fine.
Now, when the discussion is over, I want you to handle all the administrative stuff, okay?
Yeah, that's okay with me.
Okay, let's fill out the disciplinary action form. Now, what was the date of that last discussion you had with him?
Uh-oh, it's
Andy,
about to go
Paul's
down.
here.
Oh. All right, have a seat there, Paul. Paul, if you remember, we had a discussion back on the 4th of this month. At that time, we had to give you a second written warning about your horseplay.
Uh-oh.
Now, you agreed you would stop horseplaying on the job. Then last night, Dave said you were horseplaying again. Dave, you want to describe what you saw last night?
Yeah, I was counting inventory in the freezer, and when I came out, I saw you squirting Roxanne with a spray bottle of window cleaner.
Do you have any reasons for this?
No, I was...
He's about to be excommunicated from Wendy's, Carol Jean says. Oh, my God.
just having a little fun. I didn't mean anything by it. I was still doing my job.
I understand, but did you squirt Roxanne?
Yeah, but...
Close your legs, my God. Everybody's legs are wide open. Lord have mercy.
Well, Paul, if you remember in our last discussion, you were warned that unless the horseplay stopped, that it would lead to termination.
Yeah.
Well, Dave and I discussed it, and we're going to have to let you go. Last night was your last night working for us.
What? Why?
And that what? Ariana Grande what?
We're going to have to let you go. Last night was your last night working for us.
What? Why?
Why?
The first time I ever squirted anybody.
Wow. Wait till you go to prison. Okay. Or get that job in Hollywood.
We talked to you on the 4th about horseplay.
One more time.
Last night
One more
was your
time.
last night working for us.
What? Why? The first time I ever squirted anybody.
We talked to you on the 4th about horseplay. You received a warning 3 months prior to this for snapping towels. 2 weeks before that, we also discussed snapping towels at employees.
Here, Dave, and you also did that little dirty Clarence Thomas soda trick that was uncalled for.
And a week before that, we talked about throwing pickles in the back line. We've given you more than enough chances, Paul.
Damn, that's not fair. Can't I just have one more chance? I won't do it again, honest.
Oh my God, your acting is as bad as your work ethic.
Sorry, Paul, I understand you don't agree, but this is a decision we made. We just can't tolerate this kind of behavior.
Why is he looking down at his John?
Now, Paul, you've got some good things going for you. You're good on the grill. You're dependable. You're thorough, and I'm sure you can use these skills somewhere else. But we just can't tolerate the horseplay, Paul. Now, I'm going to give you some forms here. If you'll just look these over, you can write any comment you want, and then please sign them.
I thought he was going to let the other guy do this.
Why do I have to sign it?
Well, it just indicates, Paul, that we
So you won't get your unemployment. Don't sign.
had this discussion today. It doesn't mean that you agree with what we talked about.
You're already fired. Don't sign crap.
Still not going to sign it.
That's right.
Well, that's okay. I'll just put here that you refuse to sign it. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, you can leave now, honey.
There you go. Now, Paul, you'll get a paycheck this Tuesday, and then you'll get one more the following Tuesday. I also need for you to return your uniform. You can bring it in this Tuesday when you pick up your paycheck. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now, I know this hasn't been easy for you. Are there any questions that you have right now, Paul?
No.
Well, Paul, thanks for coming in today, and thanks for taking this in a professional way. I wish you the best of luck in your future.
Yeah. Well, what'd you expect, honey? He lost his job. Oh, this is Hardee's. Taking on-the-spot correction.
Wait a minute, Ron. Don't slice that tomato yet.
What in the
I've stopped you
world?
because you
What
need
is
to
he
wear the safety
wearing?
gloves when you're slicing tomatoes.
Doesn't he need to have a uniform?
Tomatoes. You know, I just had to cut just a few tomatoes, enough to get us through the rest of the night. The gloves are so awkward to wear. Well, the gloves
It's like, oh, it's an anti-masker.
are here for your protection, and even though you're only slicing a few tomatoes, your hands could run across the blades at any time. The gloves may not fit exactly right, but they will protect
What
your hands.
is he wearing?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, well, I need you to go get the gloves put on before you slice the rest of those tomatoes. Okay. All right, so you've got the gloves. Yeah, I found them.
Does he drive cabs after he slices tomatoes?
Well,
Oh,
I appreciate you taking the
Jazzy.
time to understand this procedure. And remember, it is for your protection. Okay. Thanks, Ron.
Can I still smell my fingers? You know that look. Oh, that is the uniform?
In the future. That might have made Bill a little less angry and showed him.
Oh my God, what the hell? Oh, they're all hot. Oh God, sexual harass me.
Or ineffective. What do you think we could do to keep this from happening? After all, you know, this is your problem. You might have wanted to say something like, what ideas do you have for solving this problem?
What in the world? Honey, we want to see drama. Look at the board meeting crap. I don't want to see that.
Establishing a foundation to handle different people's situations.
Honey, I need drama. I want drama bad. Come on, honey.
I think I've got a problem and I'm not.
Yes, John, you want...
Clay Aiken?
Yes, John, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, I think I've got a problem and I'm not really sure how it should be handled.
Come on in. Oh, what's the problem, John?
It's Joni. It takes her forever to clean the dining room.
Now, what do you mean by forever?
Oh, I don't know. A long time, that's for sure.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's get some specifics. Is this something that you observe?
Yes.
Well, then tell
Thank you, Veronica, for the super chat, honey. Thank you so much. She did call him John. Thank you, Veronica.
Oh, what's the problem, John?
It's Joni. It takes her forever to clean the dining room.
Now, what do you mean by forever?
Oh, I don't know. A long time, that's for sure.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's get some specifics. Is this something that you observe?
Yes.
Well, then tell me.
This is a little tattletale, bitch. Let's just be honest. We're going to call it how we see it. Always snitching.
About a specific observation.
Well, last night, we
This queen needs to go somewhere else. She's coming in here trying to cause problems at somebody else making minimum wage. You ain't going to get any farther up in the food chain, up at the Hardee's, honey. Take a seat.
just finished with the dinner rush at about 6:15, and I asked Joan to go out and clean the dining room tables. The next thing I knew,
Veronica, do you see what I posted that he tweeted to her, to Kathy Griffin?
it was 7 o'clock, and I had to call Joni back to the front line. She was still out there cleaning up.
Well, how many tables needed cleaning?
I'd say about 8, plus the trash had to be emptied.
Well, now we're getting some specifics, John. And how long would you say it should have taken Joni to do the necessary cleanup?
8 tables in the trash, 20 minutes should have been more than enough time. But Joni spent most of her time gabbing with a group of friends who were sitting in the dining room.
So the problem isn't that Joni's too slow.
No, she just spends too much time
Turbo.
talking with her friends.
So,
Well, now's the good time to remind you of the Hardy Snitches Get Stitches policy.
what kind of a problem do we have?
I don't get it. What do you mean?
Well, you've recently completed a training session called Supervisory Skills, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I guess it would be a Performance problem?
Well, is there a problem with the quality of her work?
No, she does a good job. She just takes too long because she always finds somebody out there to talk with.
Well, if she didn't spend time talking to her friends, would she do a good job?
Yeah, I'd say she could get the job done well in about 20 minutes if she didn't talk with her friends.
Well, then if she does a good job and can get the job completed in 20 minutes, if she didn't talk to her friends, we have a
behavior problem.
That's right. That's what I'd say. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do.
How about the behavior? What behavior do you want Joni to correct?
Well, I want her to spend more time cleaning and less time talking with her friends.
Can we call that your goal?
Sure.
So your goal is to get Joni to realize that cleaning the dining room table quickly and efficiently is important.
Yeah, that's even better.
How about a time frame, John? When do you want Joni to start to show improvement?
I think I can work with her to get it corrected by, let's say, next Tuesday.
Well, that sounds good if you think you can do it in that amount of time.
I think I can.
Well, great. Now that you have a specific goal, John, do you know how to handle the situation?
This is too much. I need
I know
drama.
there's some action steps that I need to follow, but I really can't remember.
I wonder if he
them.
talks to
okay.
her.
That's
Oh my
why we have
God.
printed material on
Oh, he
supervisory
is.
skills.
He is. I think
But
he
I
is.
finally started. It was easier to tell you about the problem than it was to tell Joni.
That happens sometimes, John. Direct confrontations can be pretty uncomfortable. But tell me, how did it go?
Is she in the
I
mafia?
stumbled around a little at first, but I finally got to the point. The thing that helped the most was when I asked her if there are any reasons for behavior. I think she got the feeling that I was interested in her side of the story and wasn't out to play the big boss man.
That's good, but you did let her know that her behavior had to change.
Oh, yes, and I did a pretty good job explaining it, too, because I haven't had any problems since.
Oh, that's good. I was wondering, John, do you have any ideas on how you can get into the discussion easier the next time a problem like this comes up?
You know, actually,
She looks like that senator lady. What was it that ran for president for the Republican? What is her name? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all, the crazy one, Bonkerman or whatever.
I think my problem
She
came
looks
from the
like
fact that I
her.
hadn't really rehearsed how I was going to get started. I hadn't made any notes or anything. I just knew that I had to talk to Joni, and I figured it all fall together naturally. It did.
So, next time?
Next time I'll have some notes prepared, and I'll have practiced what I'm
Michelle
going to say.
Bachman,
Oh, that
that's
sounds
it.
good. And I think you'll find, John, that the more often you use the skills, the easier it'll become. It sounds like overall you've really had a success. And I'm very glad you came to me, John, with us, and that your first experience with supervisory skills has worked out.
Me too. And
Hi, Liz.
Oh,
doing?
God. Here we go again.
That was a busy lunch rush we had, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Liz, there's one thing I want to talk to you about. I noticed on 2 occasions when I came over and pointed out to you that you were overweighing the roast beef.
Oh, we've
The
heard
first
this
time
one
it was
already.
a half an ounce over, and the second time it was a 1/4 of an ounce over.
Thanks. Have a nice day.
Wait, is it starting over again?
Allow that. Can you understand?
Yeah, I guess so.
This must be part of another training video.
Well, good, Gene. I'm glad that helps. I need to impress upon you.
That sounds good.
Continue.
Oh, my God. That is it. I was wondering how far it would go.
Dave and I discussed it, and we're going to have to let you go. Last night was your last night working for us.
What? Why?
What?
First time I ever squirted anybody.
I
We
love
talked to you
it.
on the 4th about
I
this,
love
You
it.
received a warning 3 months prior to this for snapping towels. 2 weeks before that, we also discussed.
Let's see what this one is. Funko Land.
What do you say? Are you ready to try out your customer service selling skills?
Yes, sir.
Well, before we do that, can you tell me what the word games stand for here at Funko Land?
Oh, I was just getting to that part.
Adam, it's really important you understand the games process.
Acronyms.
I'll be back in, let's say about an hour or so, and we'll practice, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Great. We'll see you then.
Sell drugs? What in the world? Is this like a Nightmare on Elm Street?
So, Adam, you've decided to join us.
What the hell?
Your new home. Like it?
What are you talking about?
You seemed anxious enough to play a video game earlier instead of studying your Funko Land sales manual. Now it's time to put yourself in the game.
He looks like that Senator Joe.
And here, we play by my rules.
Let me out!
escape this place.
What is it?
Know the letters.
How do these marketing teams convince these businesses to pay for this shiz? So true. Like Tommy says, why are these places so intense on following their cultural rules?
What letters? What are you talking about?
This is so
To
bizarre.
win your freedom, you must collect the letters G-A-M-E-S. Games. To prove to me you know the Funkoland sales process. I'm sure you remember what the word game stands for, don't you?
Yeah. G is for greet.
What is the congressman that was allowing the guy to molest the people in the locker rooms? Jim Jordan's. This guy looks like Jim Jordan.
Encourage add-on sales. He'll never get out of here.
Peckwell says he's 25% in blackface.
So you did take a look at the manual. Let's see how much good it does for you. Now go! Run! You get 1 hour.
What in the world?
Hi. Welcome to Funkoland. How are you today?
Doing pretty well.
Thanks for stopping by. What brings you in?
What brings me in? Well, a friend of mine told me about your store, and so we thought we'd come in and check it out.
Great. Let me tell you a little bit about Funkoland.
Okay.
We specialize in selling previously played video games. We also carry a limited selection of new
So
ones.
GameStop?
Here's a copy of our current price
Oh,
sheet.
look at the Tomb Raider game.
If you
It's
see
a
a game you
throwback.
want, it'll tell you the price.
Thanks.
My name's Adam. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Go ahead and take a look around.
Great. I think we will.
You were feeling pretty good back there, weren't you, Adam? Congratulations. You collected a G. Your greeting was good. But not good enough to collect.
What's the next in games is A. A's for AS. You gotta give them that.
Why not? A is for advise customers about who we are and what we do. I did that.
An effort worth perhaps a half an A. But you forgot to mention the Funkoland 90-day warranty. And that's a Funkoland fundamental.
You can beat the
And
game
you
and then
forgot to
return it.
mention it. And Adam?
Yeah?
You didn't mention anything about system cleaning. You missed the opportune time to plant the seed.
Nobody's coming into a damn game store wanting to know about cleaning their system.
Maintenance.
It's just so hard to remember everything.
You're gonna run your customers off doing this crap. Do they not understand this?
There's a powerful tool hidden deep in one of the dungeon caverns that will make your completion of the game that much easier.
What tool?
It's the Funkoland Culture Card, and it holds the meaning to the word game. And it's yours if you can find it. Good luck, Adam. You've got 35 minutes to collect.
H is for happy ended in the stock room. Head.
If you can do it.
This is so bizarre that this even got made. I know, same here, Donnie. I don't go to GameStop anymore. It's too much. They had that credit card that last time. So last time I went in there, they were trying to get me to sign up for a credit card. I said, honey, it's time to go. What in the world?
I see you're looking at Cruisin' USA.
Yeah.
Do you have an N64?
Yes, I do.
What kind of games do you like to play?
Oh, I like racing and sports games.
Cruisin' USA is a really hot new racing game. You might want to check out the racing game reviews in Game Informer. It's our monthly magazine. Here, take a look.
Thank you.
There are game reviews in every issue, and some pretty accurate ratings of the games, too. I'll be happy to put Cruisin' USA in a deck if you want to check it out.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, and Cruising USA
And a
is a two-player
deck.
game. You and your son would have a blast playing it together.
He never told you he had a son.
We carry some great controllers, so we got you covered if you need a second one.
You know what? I don't need to play it. I'll take the game and the controller, too.
Great. I'll have you rung up and on your way.
All right.
You didn't ask him about cleaning his system.
Not too bad, Adam. So far, you've collected a G, an A, and an M. And you've almost collected an E, but you're not there yet.
Come on! I encouraged additional items when I suggested the second
I
controller.
know, I'm impeccable. I try to get my credit cards at around a 42% interest rate.
Doesn't that earn me an E?
But you didn't encourage your customer to become a Game Informer subscriber. Nor did you mention the need for system maintenance and how easy it is to use our game cleaning unit. E, Adam, E is for encourage add-on items. You have just 15 minutes to
All this for minimum wage.
find your way back.
All this for minimum wage.
Otherwise, you know what they said? My house is your house.
This is part 2. He's stuck. He's stuck.
Oh.
That's
hi
right,
there.
Veronica.
Okay, we'll take Cruising USA and the extra
I don't think that's his son. Okay, I'm just saying.
controller, too.
Great. I think you'll get a big kick out of it. How long have you had your system?
Oh, it's practically brand new.
How often do you clean it?
I didn't even know you were supposed to clean it.
That's one of the reasons why we're here. To help you get better performance out of your system and games.
Cleaning the game is not going to make it perform better. What in the world?
And with our cleaner, it's a snap to do. And it'll make your system and games last longer. Let me show you how.
Okay.
A new system comes out like every 5 to 10 years, honey.
Let's get in here. First, just turn the power off.
Oh, what a scam.
And take the cleaning cassette and place it in the deck like you would a game. Push it down and move it gently in and out.
Ma'am, that is very suggestive, sublime.
Remove it and clean off the marks left by the dirt in the deck. Easy, right?
With your skin oil.
Yes, it looks easy.
Now to clean your games, take your solution and you want to place a couple drops on the game cleaner.
Alcohol.
Take the game and rub the game cleaner back and forth along the copper contacts in the game. That's all there is to it.
So how often should we be doing the cleaning?
If you clean your system about once a month and your games just about every time you play them, they'll work better and last longer.
They'll work
And when you buy
better?
our cleaning system, you'll receive a full 1-year warranty on all your purchases. Because we know from experience that a clean system works and a dirty one doesn't always.
Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, we'll definitely take the cleaner.
Great. What'd you think of
He
games?
has to ask his husband, but he can't ask him in a very suggestive manner because back then you couldn't be openly queer.
Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, we'll definitely take the cleaner.
He's definitely not a congressman, okay? He's definitely not a
What'd you
congressman.
think of Game Informer?
Well, I thought the review was good.
That's a great thing about Game Informer. It can save you money because it helps you make better buying decisions. You know, I could fill out the subscriber information now. You'll be eligible for subscriber discounts right away. Interested?
What's the subscription cost?
It's $19.98 a year. For $20
Oh, I
you're-
thought he was going to say a month. I guess that ain't too
We'll be
bad.
on top of what's happening in gaming.
But Jesus, that's a lot of money.
You'll be able to receive a discount on all your purchases of previously played games.
The son's definitely not an active shooter. Would never.
Yeah, that's just a little too much for me right now.
That's okay. We do have a 5-issue subscription for $9.98. How does that sound?
That sounds better for me. Okay, let's do it.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Let's do it, Adam.
echoing.
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Adam.
What?
Let's see how you're doing on the game's process.
What?
Say, Adam, are you sure?
Say goodbye. S in games. The S stands for say goodbye, and we appreciate your business.
That's right, and the E?
Encourage add-on sales, stuff like cleaners, subscriptions, games, and other accessories.
Wow, and the M?
More. Find out more information about your customer, what they like, what system they play on, what they're looking for. Talk to them so you know what to recommend. And the A is for advised customers, which just means tell them what we're about.
Sell them more stuff, exactly.
The G? That's an easy one.
Greet everybody and welcome them to the store.
Adam, that's great. Let's go out on the sales floor and give it a try.
Well, thanks for stopping in today. We really appreciate your business. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Chuck Simmons, Director of Sales and Service at Funcoland. Our goal here at Funcoland has always been to create a fun work environment for you and give our customers the best service in the industry.
Doesn't sound like a fun environment.
Making Funcoland a great experience for everyone. Your training experience may not be as memorable as Adam's, but learning the 5-step games process will really put conversational selling in your Funcoland manual. And if you hit a wall anytime during your experience here at Funcoland, consult your culture card. It has our mission statement and the 5-step process printed right on it. So have fun with the process. Remember, friendliness and honesty are what we strive to perfect. And be sure to put yourself in the game.
Yeah, you're laughing because you're making millions of dollars while people make minimum wage under you. Get saved down in a back alley. All right, everybody. Well, it has been fun hanging out with you girls. Thank you so much, Veronica, for the super chat earlier. I had so much doing this training, Allie. I hope you feel more prepared to go out in life to maybe get a better job. Remember, don't strive to make more. Strive to make less. Learn from this, honey. Make a minimum wage and be proud. Work harder. Earn less. It's the American way. All right, everybody. I'm going to head over to my Twitch channel, Church of Debra. It's twitch.tv/Church of Debra. That's what it is. I'm twitching in more ways than one, Veronica, if you ever knew. All right, everybody. It's so much fun hanging out with you girls. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see everybody Friday for the live show at the end. If you have any suggestions, comments, or anything, if anything, negative, even negative stuff, don't send me that. Anything positive, I appreciate it. Send it in the Discord. All right, loves and kisses, honey. Everybody have a wonderful night. See you next time.